dive in.
Tekashi 6ix9ine accuses Snoop Dogg of being a federal informant. Crazy. Snoop Dogg fires back. Quote, last time you said something, I ain't have time. But today, I got time.
What is it? The dog versus the rat or something?
The dog versus the rat. The dog versus the clown. The dog versus the rat. The dog versus the rainbow-haired kid. It's kind of weird that like Tekashi refers to himself as the rainbow-haired kid, where he's like 24 years old or something like that. He's not really a kid.
Yeah. Nah, it's kind of like young at heart and shit, you know.
Yeah, but still. What do you think about it? With the video he posted? So, if anyone hasn't seen it, on Tekashi's Instagram, while it's still there, he posted a video of him saying something along the lines like, the thing I missed the most was like movie days at home.
Oh,
or
no,
like
it was him watching a movie, and he's like, I missed Friday night movie night or something like that.
Yeah, and he was watching Suge talk about
like informants and like how these like rappers get busted all the time, and then like it's really just like how do they not go to jail, how do they not end up in prison and shit like that. And it's like they're always getting arrested and shit, and they're always coming out, and it's because they're like snitching on like people and like ratting out and stuff like that. So I mean, it's kind of got a point. Like, I mean, think about it. I mean, you can only pay so much. Like, this shit would build up.
the cases one after
like,
another.
Yeah, to like fucking normal people. Yeah, but like if you got fame and you got like connections, like you probably.
I mean, if you got a really good lawyer, that's one thing. And that's
yeah, but the lawyer can only the lawyer can only do so much. I mean, come on, bro. Like,
but it's true. I mean, I guess if you look at someone like Gucci Mane, he didn't really go in and out a couple times, but then he did a long bid. So, I mean,
did throw that chick out the car, remember? Fucking threw that bitch out the moving Hummer.
Poor girl.
The Hummer. You ever gotten in a Hummer, bro? It's just kind of tall.
Pretty tall. The seat
moving
is pretty tall.
Dog, he had to open the door and push this chick out, bro. That's a fall.
It'd be hard to even like reach across a Hummer, open the door, and then
he must got some fucking
wingspan.
He's got a fucking wingspan. Then you got to push.
Or he wasn't even like looking out the window or something. He would have had to like.
How did he like reach over and open the door, and then like push her out? Like
get her seatbelt off. That's a whole
like,
process.
He's steering the car. Like, did he just
maybe he just let go? You know, you can let go a little bit as long as that shit
steering
doesn't get
with
nudged.
his knees.
I don't know. So, what do you think Snoop Dogg meant by saying "I got time"? Like, what? Snoop Dogg.
Well, he was talking about like he's not the one.
Yeah, but he's not going to do anything, and I don't mean that as in like a
he
a
can't,
negative way to
he
him.
He can't do
anything.
anything. I mean, this guy's got the fucking cops and the FBI with him on his side.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
He's
make
not
sense.
like 6ix9ine has like the whole judicial system on his fucking side.
Did you see on the billboard?
You
know the billboard when he was about to drop Gooba in New York Times Square, where it said like the king is back. Did you notice on the bottom of it there was like a sponsor for the NYPD?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
And if you have to pull up the picture and zoom it in, and it's on the very bottom. It's just the footer of it, and it's real small.
They're using him as like an example, like a Crime Stoppers fucking thing. Hey, did you see that they were talking shit about it was like Gunna like being on a Crime Stoppers video or whatever commercial
when he was younger or something?
Yeah, and like Young Thug and shit like that. They're trying to like they're getting like mad at like 6ix9ine and fucking who was it? French Montana and shit like that.
So they pulled up old videos of him?
Well, it was like Young Thug was defending Gunna and French Montana was like gloating about like selling like a bunch of albums or like his album going fucking like gold or some shit. I can't remember. Like selling like 500,000 or some shit or 50,000, some shit like that. They were like calling him out, like talking about how they're buying plays.
People are saying that about 6ix9ine. I mean,
I think
was going super hard in the paint on 6ix9ine.
I know
he's buying his views and stuff like that. I'm like,
no,
people really wanted to see what he was gonna do.
Nah, I think he's kind of just like hating a little
bit.
Yeah,
I mean, he even acknowledged like when he was talking about it, he's like, I know I sound like a hater, but X, Y, and Z. I'm like, you really fucking sound like a hater. This
I like
no reason.
No Jumper. Kind of hating on him, bro. Like, come on.
People want to see what 6ix9ine's doing. I don't.
Yeah, it's not.
Of course, it's going to be
I
a
thought
little
it-
bit of buying views. So you could even have other people buying views. But his like thing was the first however many 100 comments or so was the same exact comment over and over again. But these kids on the internet, man, they probably just copy and paste the same shit as soon as they see it's like
Trending.
trendy. You know what I mean? It's like when everyone writes first. When everyone writes it, even when they're
They write
100,000.
When the Gooba video came out, like the first funny thing, like the first bar or whatever, like that was the funniest. They started reposting it
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I don't know. No Jumper's supposed to be with the culture, bro. Come on, man. You know 6ix9ine. He's here for the trolling, bro.
Yeah,
He's here for
100%.
the
So are his fans.
Yeah, man. Come on.
I feel bad because we were not critical about 6ix9ine at all when we talked about him last week. And the more I thought about it, I thought, like, there is some shit that's kind of fucked up. And I was listening to a No Jumper interview when he was talking to Billy Seiko and Billy, the other Billy. And they were talking about how a lot of the shit that happened with 6ix9ine was Shoddy's doing because the Treyway Bloods, the original Treyway Bloods, were really holding 6ix9ine down. They were going everywhere with him. They would fight for him, this and that. They weren't stealing money because they weren't even close enough to him, is what I think it was Billy Seiko that was saying it. So he's like, there's no stealing money. He said all the grimy stuff that happened was because of Shoddy. That he would go and do Treyway shows himself on his own. They're like walkthroughs. And he'd charge, they'd say, we're going to pay 6ix9ine's fee would be 20 grand, right?
Yeah.
He would charge 30, take 10 off the top. And that's just an accusation they were making against Shoddy, but that's kind of the point they were making. And that anytime something really serious was going down, like I guess when 6ix9ine went to O Block and was beefing with Chief Keef, Shoddy didn't even go.
What?
The original Treyway guys went. And then they started seeing that, and 6ix9ine would use Shoddy like, oh no, Shoddy's saying like, don't talk to you guys. These guys are gonna try to rob me and stuff like that. And like, why the fuck would we do that? You just flew 7 of us out. Like it doesn't make sense.
Oh man.
But Shoddy would be the one. There was just a lot of accusations coming from it, and it made me think like, and I guess allegedly Shoddy's the one who fucked his girl, his baby mom.
Cactus Gang.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That was their thing or something.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sure. Cactus Gang.
She belonged to the street.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's hard for me to be super critical because I definitely respect like how the gang culture works and that there are codes that should be abided to. But as just like a viewer of the whole thing, this suburban white guy, it's like it's hard for me to truly wrap my head around it, and like the snitch, don't snitch, all this shit's happening to you and that sort of stuff. So I'm definitely going to look further into everything and probably come up with something more critical over time. But that first week, it was like just hype, like just to see it all happen.